guys, how are you doing? Hope you're all doing very well and everything on your side is going well since the last time I was here. Okay, if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for considering to subscribe to this channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you, and you're very much welcome again and again. Now, in case you don't know me, my name is Julia Gitoi, mother of three. This channel is basically about parenting and life in general, because I believe there are so many things that different people go through in life, which influence their way of living in one way or another. So that is what this channel is about. Here, as I always say, you come as you are. All right? Na hapa hakuna judgment mingi, hakuna judgment at all. Nitakaa na wewe. And that is my second born, that is Caleb. If you've watched my previous videos by now, you know who Caleb is. Okay. Now, today is a Friday as I'm recording this. It's a Friday afternoon as I am recording this. And I thought of sharing my experience of surviving without a DM this December holiday. Most people, their DMs had left for the holidays, so I am one of those people whose DM had left, and I know that this time there's people who are still struggling with settling on matters DMs, and I think actually mothers really, it's usually quite a struggle for working mothers, especially on matters reliable DMs. So I hope by now you've gotten someone who is reliable, someone you can entrust your children with, and I hope they become good DMs to you and your children and your family. So now, I think that the person, sawa. I think the person who came up with the methali, yeah, I think it's a methali, yes, methali. Ani sawa, hakunyeshi. The methali that states kuzasi kazi. Napana. Kuzasi kazi ni kulea, na nimekwambia usipige kelele, si ndio? Eh? The person who came up with that methali, kuzasi kazi ni kulea, knew exactly what they were talking about. Probably they already had children, and that's why they came up with that methali. Because for sure, parenting is such a handful task, and yeah, it requires a lot, mentally, physically, materially. Yes, everything parenting in general requires a lot from the parent especially. So now mimi leo nawambia tu story ya how I survived. Please stop making noise. How I survived. Ama, you want to go out? You want to go out? Okay. How I survived without a DM for those days. Sasa, my firstborn is 12. That is Clarence. My second born is almost 4, turning 4 in April. Si wewe ndio second born? Wewe ndio second born? Yes. Yes. Okay. Dada ni first born. Na last born ni nani? Baba. Baba si baba si ni baba. Kwani baba ni mtoto? Pana. So Mandy ni ya last born. Sawa? Mani baba. Sawa. Haya. So now sawa. Mami nataka kuyaya huko. Ni sawa. So my second born, who is almost turning 4, and then my last born who just turned 1.5 in January. So mtanisamehe mazi. This one has refused to go anywhere. So let him just stay here. And I hope my video is not going to be all over the place. Yes? Haya, so of all, my firstborn. Mimi, the one thing that made me really have an easy time for those days, I think our DM was away for about 20 days or so. So is sawa. So the one thing that made it an easy job for me when she was away is because, first of all, my mindset. I put it that in my mind that sita struggle. I don't know about you, but for me, I strongly believe that a lot of things in matters life, how they turn out, positive or negative, your mindset plays a big role in that. So mimi mindset yangu nilieka that I'm not going to struggle for those days. um, yes, technically I put a positive attitude. That was the first step. Now the second step is this, and I'll give you a backstory to this. Now, when Clarence, who is my firstborn, Maze, imagine you're overdoing, hmm? Una overdo. So when my firstborn was in class one, I think he must have been 7 years at that time. Nikianza kuhesabu hapa, it will take me some time, and I don't want to take a lot of time. So when he was in class one, alianza kutaka, yani ile anadilia kunisaidia kuosha vyombo. That was in class one. So Clarence. Eh? Ati si record. Sinu unaongea. Sasa unafanya ninyamaze. Haya, ni record. Sawa na unyamaze. Sawa. So sasa venye alianza kulilia anisaidie kuosha vyombo, at first I was adamant. Of course I was like, hey, hapana. Ile unamfukuza hapo. And then when it became too much, I was like, you want it? Mtoto akililia wembe, mpe. So I did exactly that. Hapana hali. So hapana. Atajipaka maji. Ama? Yes, amemwaga maji. So sasa, me, I just allowed him to, of course, supervised. He would wash the utensils when I was standing there. And see at utensils zote, obviously, to vikombe, to sahani, to vijiko. Now, akifanya hivo, the boy used to get water from top to bottom. Yeah? Of course, the first days, yes. He used to get water, he used to get bed from top to bottom. And I didn't know that, that was a skill, okay? That was a chore. I was training him at that time. For me, nilikuwa naona, when I allow him, afanye, it was my way of dismissing him. Afanye and then amalize tu aende, and then nirudie. Because obviously at that time hazingekuwa safi. So, eventually, ikaenda tu hivyo. The first time, the second time, like that. Until eventually the boy would clean the utensils na zikuwe safi kabisa. Unaona? So, right now he can comfortably wash utensils. And other chores, like he can comfortably prepare pancakes from scratch to the end. He can comfortably pika mayai, those light things, cook tea. Yeah, basically those light things. He can do that right now. So, and I'm so grateful that I let him, learn how to do those chores at that time, because he's ananiokoleanga because this season when my DM was away aliniokolea sana. He's the one who, it was his duty to clean utensils, vikombe, sahani, and these light utensils, and then me I would do sufurias and the big dishes. So that was one thing that made it easy for me at that time. Then secondly, um, I used to ensure that laundry sieki nguo mingi. Me, for us right now we don't have a washing machine, so the laundry is washed kwa mikono. Eh, so nilikuwa sikuwa na I didn't used to acha the laundry accumulate zikwe mingi sana, so I could wash after every 2 days. um yeah, after every 2 days. That means that hakutakuwa na laundry mob eventually. And then also I didn't want, by the time the DM was coming back, arudi apate laundry is imejaa tu hapo. In fact, the day when she came back, I had not washed clothes for about 3 days even. And of course the laundry, putting in mind that we are quite a number in this household, the laundry was a lot. So when she got here, I told her, I know there are clothes here, but let me clean them so that you can start on a clean slate. Yes. So something else is that also Clarence, he can clear. Of course, he can clear the table. Um, he can sweep the floor. Something I've not taught him is hajaiosha nyumba. I don't think amewaiosha nyumba. Um, mm, mm. And then also, funny enough is that me, I started, okay, I started washing clothes for myself in class 4. I was, how old? I was 10, yes, in class 4, boarding school. And my boy, up to now, is isipokuwa his innerwears and socks, I have not let him do his laundry. And I think maybe hapo I have failed as a parent. But then again, something else I realized is that when it comes to DM and elderly kids, now like that one of mine who is 12 years old, I realized that once a DM notices that your child can comfortably do different chores, unfortunately, they will make your child be doing those chores on their behalf. I hope you get my point and don't misquote me. Yes. So the only time when the DM is around, of course, she takes care of that. And the only time that I let Clarence do the utensils is when our DM is off. Okay? Yeah. So I don't know if another parent out there has experienced that. But that is something I realized, that once a DM notices that your child can do chores comfortably, they will be letting them do those chores for them. Yeah. So, which of course would not sit well with me. So, those are little aspects that made it easy for me during that time when I didn't have a DM. Also, right now, I tend to think that from what I've seen, girls are not as messy as boys. Because when Caleb was the age of Mandy, the boy used to make a lot of mess, matters food and all that. Compared to what I'm seeing with Mandy, Mandy hardly makes messes. In fact, that girl, uh, utaona amemwaga kitu kwa kiti, and then once she notices she has done that, she'll start collecting. Yeah? Yes, which is that's a plus. That's a plus. Of course, it makes me feel good as a parent. Yeah. So of course, I'm saying, of course, that makes me feel good as a parent when I see that, because hopefully she grows up with that. That once you make a mess, clean up after yourself. That is also something else that I've taught my children. Once you make a mess, clean up after yourself, and hopefully they also grow with that. So that is how I survived without the DM for those days. And honest, honestly speaking, um, if one child is a handful, just imagine three kids. Three kids. Even though the first two are kind of independent, this it's still quite some work. Huh? But that is where now the grace becomes sufficient for you as a parent to be able to maneuver through um, the different chores that you need to complete. So I don't know, today I feel like my energy is not as high as it usually is. I don't know for some reason, but I'm good. 100% perfectly fine. So you'll forgive me about the energy for today. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, why don't you consider subscribing? All right. So I'll see you in the next video.